I've been thinking a lot about change, and more specifically about the effectiveness of this internet method, the 1 month or 2 month lock in motivational videos and their philosophy. How you need to set up all these goals for yourself and, change immediately. Just the next time you wake up, just do 50 push ups and, be the change you want to see right now, whatever. And I'm not making this video because I fumbled all my attempts at making myself better. All right. But it's true. I suck at change. I don't think I've ever gotten like 2 consecutive months of going to the gym. I would just suddenly stop. My main problem was the diet. I couldn't get myself to eat at 6 a.m., which was the only time I had to eat breakfast. Anyways, it doesn't matter. This thing doesn't matter. But I've been reflecting about this, and what it means to change. Is it even possible to just, snap your finger and become someone entirely right away? Can you do that sort of thing? I mean, I'm sure. Are you strong enough? Do you have enough willpower to do that agreement with yourself? To just say, fuck it. For 1 month, I'm an entirely different person now. That's it. Um, it must take a lot of willpower to do that. The last video I made was kind of about this as well, right? And I can't do that. I just don't have, maybe I just don't have the strength in me. I don't know. I assume it's really fucking hard for everyone, right? And it feels a little bit off, don't you think? Like the whole teaching of life, the whole thing that we learned about life is that, things don't come right away, and progress takes time. And then at the same time that we learn all of these things in school and by our parents, whatever, there's all these YouTube videos telling you that you can achieve everything you want just in this really small period of time. And it doesn't feel natural to me, right? Sure, you can start a new hobby right away. You can start the walk towards change. But for example, if your thing is the gym, right? As soon as you start the gym, you're not going to become Mr. Olympia right away. And I'm not even talking about muscles. I'm talking about discipline and work ethic. You're not going to you're going to fall off a bunch of times, And this is expected. I feel like by putting a time to achieve your goals, you're sort of and by the way, a really small one, I feel like you're just sort of sabotaging yourself for failure. And it's very possible that it's going to take, years for you to actually achieve your goal. It depends on the goal, right? It depends on how big it is, but if it's something that you think about a lot, it's probably a huge thing. And so it's going to be really hard at first for you to set all these goals for yourself for 1 month. And they usually tell you to stack up, right? They tell you to do this and do that and that, and read 5 books a day and do 150 push-ups if you've never done any. You could be like a starving man before, but now you're just gonna eat 4,000 calories a day. You're gonna get it. Like, that's not real. And I don't even think that the people that make these videos do what they preach. Anything you try at first, except one or two things that maybe you actually have a talent for, anything you try will suck the first months. It's like you lived your entire life not doing anything, and all of a sudden you expect to be this multitasker that can handle everything at once. And even I get motivated at random times of the night. Sometimes I'm up by 3 a.m. just writing in my little iPhone notes, tomorrow you're going to study 3 hours of physics, you're going to study 2 hours of calculus. Like, dude, I rented like 8 books from college all at once last semester. I didn't even open them yet. I never study that much. How can I expect hours and hours of study if I haven't if I can't even study for 5 minutes? And I guess that's what this message is about. I sometimes have this behavior as well. It's like you want to change, right? And then so you stack up a bunch of things that you need to do in order to change, and you put a time limit. Sometimes you think you can get things done in a day, but you're not. You need to understand that the routine that you're building off, the routine that you want to get done, the routine that you're writing down is usually the routine that your best version would get done. You're not there yet. It's just simple as that. You're not there yet. So you should take it easy. I don't know. I know this video has just been me rambling about this topic. I realize it. And I'm sorry. It's just that the internet nowadays, man, it's corrupting these people, man, and telling them that they're behind, that they need to lock in and just catch up to the rest. Like, and you start fantasizing about the most successful, perfect habit routine, and you get them thinking that they can achieve that by a sudden inspiration, and that it only takes a month, 2 months, 3 months. That's not possible, and it pisses me off a little bit. I don't know. I feel like nowadays we don't hear this as much, but take whatever time you need to grow as a person. You're not in a rush. You don't have to achieve it anytime soon. You're just living life, and as everyone else, you're trying to improve, and you have your own path. Someone might actually take, 1 month, or but you're not you don't have to put that pressure on yourself. And for God's sake, just stop watching these videos, man. Let me know in the comments about your journey of improving yourself. How long is it taking? Do you see any progress? Because that's what matters. Start small, level your way up. And maybe one day you achieve everything you want. I wish you the best of luck this year. I hope you achieve great things. And see you next time.